Hello everyone, today I Sneha Kahar of class 10th is going to explain to you the process of respiration. First of all, we need to understand the main function of our respiratory system. The main function of the respiratory system is to collect the oxygen from the atmosphere and then to remove the waste gases from our blood such as carbon dioxide, as it may cause common problems such as allergies, diseases or any infection. When we listen to the word respiration, the first things that come in our mind is the breathing. But is that really same? The answer is no. Breathing is a mechanism in which we take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, whereas in respiration, the oxidation of the food cells of the organisms take place. In this process, they release energy. So from this, we understand the difference between the breathing and the respiration. And we can also add that respiration is a biochemical process, whereas breathing is a physical process.
First, nostrils. The two nostrils are the opening of the nasal cavity and lie above the mouth. They are separated from each other by septum. Second, the nasal chambers. A pair of passages in the head above the palate. They are separated from each other by a septum. Third, pharynx. The pharynx is the part of the throat that is behind mouth and the nasal cavity, and it is above the esophagus and the larynx. Fourth, larynx. It is often called as Adam's apple, more prominent in men than women. A cartilaginous box that helps in sound production, hence called as sound box. Fifth, trachea. It is also called as the windpipe, that is approximately 4 inches long and extends from larynx to the middle of the thoracic cavity, where it divides into bronchi, the left and the right primary bronchi. Sixth, bronchi. Bronchi is one of the major branch that enters each lung. The right primary bronchus divides into the secondary bronchi, which extends into the two lobes of left lungs. The secondary bronchi subdivides into smaller tertiary bronchi and further into smaller bronchioles. The small terminal bronchioles give off the respiratory bronchioles, which divides into alveolar ducts, which is also called as bronchial trees. Now let us understand how does the mechanism of respiratory system works. First of all, we take in oxygen from the atmosphere with our nostrils. The nostrils open into the nasal chamber through a nasal passage. This chamber then opens into the pharynx, a part which is common passageway for the food as well as air. The pharynx opens into the trachea through the larynx. The larynx is a box-like structure made of cartilage that helps to produce sound and is therefore called as the sound box. A cartilaginous structure called epiglottis prevents the entry of food into the larynx. Trachea, on the other hand, is a tube that divides at the fifth thoracic vertebra into the left and right primary bronchi. Each bronchus divides multiple times to give rise to secondary and tertiary bronchi, which ultimately give rise to thin terminal structures called bronchioles. The terminal bronchioles then give rise to the number of vascular bag-like structure called alveoli. Now let us see what happens when we pump air in it. We can see that the area of lung expands as lungs fills with the oxygen completely.
I hope that now we are clear with this topic, respiration. Thank you for watching this video.